S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Living up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Good beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Good beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try to pound it in with Gallman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Shoot. Be good. Watch that. Joker. Check. Switch.
On 3rd down. Boom. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Boone, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They run again on first down. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Yellow.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Mahomes going to throw. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 7, Bills 0. Phil Dawson on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Dawson's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Phil Dawson set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. This one taken from the 7.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Jackson forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah. 60 out low. 49 to Mike. I got it. Go. 49 to Mike.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 20.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Check 6 guys. Go, go. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Look, stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Stop running.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Jackson going to throw deep for the and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Pushing forward.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Yellow. Hero 15. Agility. Two, fellas, let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight down.
15.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
43, 15. H3, 2, 18, chopper.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jeff Hireman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
49.
Jackson to throw again. Dancing to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 42.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. First down, here's White. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved? And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half.
Bill Dawson set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This is Gallman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
From the 36, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. from the red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Wayne Goldman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Yellow, yellow. Argolani.
Go, go, go.
On first down, Cook takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't get nervous. Check, attack, attack. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Again, it's Cook. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Rip left. Check. Break down. Check 4.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's make these babies.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got it.
From the 27, Mahomes being chased out left. And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. In your face.
49.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Second down and goal. Jackson flushed out right. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They stay on the ground with White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with White. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. 15, 15. Come get some.
66. Bully.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a carry for White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Sit.
They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. White. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Yellow. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
You can't stop me.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so time to go when the rain starts. Some name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. Yeah, all day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for